Hi guys, we are back dalam part 3 dalam perbincangan kita, topik iaitu curang, which is dah banyak sangat kita dengar, dan pengalaman-pengalaman masing-masing membuatkan I sendiri terbuka minda betapa besar dan besarnya impact curang tu dalam hidup seseorang. Okey, baik Nikki, mungkin you boleh share dengan kami semua di sini dan juga di penonton yang menonton kita, pengalaman you sebagai mangsa daripada keluarga yang mungkin ada sedikit pengalaman dalam curang ataupun dicurangi.
So just now bila Yana bagi tahu like kesan dia impact kepada kanak-kanak, so I macam asking myself, so bila budak tu besar apa dia jadi? Adakah violent? So macam wait, I was once that child. So growing up, I can jadi like more to my mom, like I can defend her.
I see.
So growing up, I akan jadi perempuan yang I would never depend on men. Yeah. So tapi sekarang everything went well, so semua dah okay lah.
But you are strong. I can see that you are successful.
Yeah.
And then that means that it doesn't really affected you. It's affected your feeling, but dia menjadi seorang wanita yang berjaya, independent and strong.
Thank you.
You know that? So actually
And eventually, I macam alhamdulillah, I nak jadi seorang perempuan yang independent. So
I see.
yeah.
That's semangat. Okay, macam Yana, kalau macam mana boleh Yana share sikit tak? Kalau macam in your opinion kan, benda yang curang macam ni, adakah semua kanak-kanak yang datang daripada problematic family akan grow up jadi bermasalah atau macam mana you punya statistik ataupun case study?
I think it depends entirely on if we say what happens after that. Kan? So like it really is one or two ways lah. Setiap kanak-kanak yang melalui what we call this traumatic childhood kan, parents yang divorce or parents yang ada history curang, every single one of them will take something away. So like Nikki kata, she now feels that she wants to be an independent person. Dia tak nak rely on lelaki so much. Walaupun that's something that is not negative, it is something that you took away. Kalau kita compare dengan kanak-kanak who did not have the same experience as Nikki, dia akan rasa mungkin more trusting towards men, more nak kata traditionalist where I'm supposed to be taken care of by a man, that kind of thing. But because Nikki melalui that kind of experience, and this is something that all of the kids I work with will say, they will always take something away, and that thing that they take away is most of the time it is something negative that they take away emotionally. Tetapi what makes them fully functional, successful people is what we do sebagai the dewasa in their life to bring them out of that.
But still, kalau kita tengok tadi bila kita bincangkan pasal isu ni, Nikki a bit touched. Maknanya walaupun umur berapa Nikki sekarang? 31. And then benda tu berlaku, I believe masa dia kecil, betul tak? Dia still affected.
Of course.
Dia still ingat, dan bila kita bercerita pasal ni, padahal mungkin dia dah move on, mungkin now his mother and his father pun dah berbaik atau jadi kawan dan sebagainya, but she still, you know, adakah benda ni macam mana mengganggu in future dia nak berkahwin?
Because macam at the start of this chat kan kita talk about that sense of identity, and I think that when you are a child and something macam ni berlaku, it will 100% affect the way that you see the world. It will affect your sense of nak kata trust and kepercayaan to other people. It will affect your view of relationships, whether you rasa yang you jenis yang want to be with people or not. It will affect
trust issues.
Trust issues,
like
you know?
like
serious trust issues, right? And so I think every child, no matter how young or how old, will take something negative daripada what happened to them. But it depends on the childhood that we can create for them lepas tu, that will define how they turn out. So there are a lot of research, a lot of studies, statistik yang kita dah cuba nak compile to compare what's the difference between children who grew up in what we call supportive households and where they have good relationships with both their parents, berbanding dengan situations where children tak ada that kind of upbringing. Those children are more likely to have unhealthy relationships with people. So there's a lot of statistics that show yang kanak-kanak yang tak ada healthy relationships with their parents will have unhealthy relationships with partners. There's statistics that show that there is problems with anger, problems with trust. So a lot of that memang it is something yang unfortunately we are all at risk of. But that's why we go back to kalau we kata tanggungjawab ibu bapa in that situation. Kalau kita boleh anticipate this and kalau kita boleh create an environment di mana they will always feel supported, you have girls that grow up to become like Nikki. There will be parts of her di mana you will still feel it, but you might be more, nak kata macam mana, like later on when you have a daughter, you will be more aware to make sure she doesn't feel this way. So there is definitely, nak kata positive side of it ada, but it is the role of the adults in your life to make sure that happens lah.
Tapi Yana, kalau kita bincangkan balik benda tu, cuba in future Nikki berkahwin, adakah, okay kalau kita tanya Jo you as a man kalau you, let's say you a partner you ada case macam Nikki, datang daripada family yang broken ataupun bermasalah, yang partner you sebenarnya still terasa benda tu, dan apa yang you akan buat, Jo? Adakah apa peranan you? Adakah you memahami isi hati dia atau macam mana?
Nak kata memahami 100% tu mungkin it's not 100% sebab it didn't happen to me. Tapi if my future partner had that kind of case ataupun experience, I think as a man, of course I kena keep reminding her that benda ni is not macam penyakit yang it's not infectious. So benda tu macam it's not going to happen to you because your mom pernah
maknanya you akan jadi bagi moral support
I have to.
Dan adakah you akan adakah you akan rasa berada dalam relationship you akan rasa takut macam kalau aku buat ni aku sama je dengan lelaki seperti dia dulu.
I rasa macam different people, different kind of mindset. Macam entahlah, I tak pernah terfikirlah untuk terjadi dekat I because kalau you keep thinking about it, eventually would happen. So like macam stay positive and just work things out Macam gaduh tu is normal. Saya cakap curang tu is very subjektif.
Banyak level.
Banyak level of curang.
So
macam
just now
onion.
Banyak layer.
Sekejap you jadi psikologis, sekejap you jadi chef.
Jadi bawang.
Banyak talent lah.
Memang talented lah Jo.
bawang. So tadi behind the scene, Yana ada cerita juga. Like it's not just me. Dia pun mengalami benda yang sama. So nak tanya pengalaman, macam mana you boleh turn out to be a child psychologist?
I think
what's
like
the turning point?
I think like for me, like growing up, I had single parent. I mean, I was raised by a single mom. So I think a lot yang Nikki cerita tu, I feel a lot of what Nikki is saying, kan? And I think that one of the points yang I nak tambah tadi tu is that I think kalau you grew up the way that Nikki and I grew up, our selection of partners pun lain, kan? Like you find, I think most of my friends yang I went to school with yang tak pernah ada pengalaman macam tu, dia nak tengok, wah, the guy handsome ke tak, ada kerja dia apa, that kind of thing. And of course, it's something that matters to us. Tapi I think that if you grow up in a broken home macam kita, no matter how supportive our moms are, your priorities towards a partner is different. Like for me, I will look for someone who's more reasonable in terms yang who like to talk things out, someone who is a good listener, someone who yang bertanggungjawab. Like my boyfriend now, dia kena belajar he's not from here and he's learning how to adapt to Malaysian culture terus lah, but
inilah masanya.
So I'm like, but that is something that's important to me, which might not be important to someone who's never been, so I think if you grow up as someone who's been from a broken home, who has seen unhealthy relationships, it does affect you. And I think the turning point for me is when I realised yang masa I was going through the process of the all the problems and then the penceraian, I realised that sebagai anak or sebagai kanak-kanak, there's not a lot of people who can defend you, because your mom and your dad, ibu dengan bapa masa tu, they have to sort out their own problems. They have to fight it out. So and I was an only child. So as at the time, so I was sitting there going like, I have no idea what's going on, you know, and nobody really tak ada siapa yang boleh defend I or memahami what I was going through. So when I grew up, I decided that who else that siapa lagi lah yang boleh defend these kids and who can speak up for these kids than someone who grew up in the system.
Yeah.
So now, I do a lot of work in Mahkamah Syariah, and it's like scary because I used to be on the other side. I used to be in that kid's shoes, you know, especially whenever they take kids and put them on the stand, I was in that position.
Were they crying?
Oh yeah. And the problem is that now, like, a lot of adults, they don't try to understand what is happening to this child tau. Dia rasa macam, oh, kenapa dia nangis? Not that big a deal. I'm like, but you're 5 years old and you're sitting there and the judge is asking you to choose between mama and papa. That is a position tak ada satu anak can make. You know, no one can pick between your mom and your dad. So I think my turning point was realizing that, you know, I wanted to be a voice.
To inspire them.
I wanted to be the voice for them because kanak-kanak, they don't have a voice. As adults, we decide for them. So my job is to be their voice. So that's kind of my turning point, I think.
So from this conversation, I faham like I'm still not married yet. So before siapa single, masa nak pilih pasangan untuk berkahwin, cari lelaki yang betul-betul sayang dekat kita. Dia sayang dekat kita lebih. Contoh dia boyfriend Yana.
Tapi saya rasa macam we talk about curang at the first place. Saya cakap shit happens. You know, macam
itu lumrah lah.
Yes, kalau benda tu dah jadi,
jadi juga.
Jadi juga.
Yeah.
But what we can do after that, you have to be responsible lah.
When you get out of it, you'll be stronger.
Jangan keruh lagi keadaan, maksudnya.
No, I'm talking about from as a mom and
I see.
dad yang separate. So you pun tak boleh nak tolong dah. Memang you tak nak dah. Then it's about hati kan. Tapi you both of you macam kena be responsible lah to the situation.
One of the advice yang I selalu give to my teenagers kan, or to this one like yang belum kahwin or yang baru kahwin yang tak ada anak, the advice yang I selalu give to them yang when they find out their partner's curang kan, is I always tell them, remember that kalau your partner cheats on you, it says everything about them and nothing about you. So because a lot of the time kalau you yang dicurangi kan, you always kata apa yang I buat, kenapa I terpaksa go through this, what's wrong with me. You never go after your partner first. Your first thought is always, what did I do wrong, was I not, sebagai perempuan kita terlalu gemuk ke, tak lawa ke, we always do that, right? And so I always tell my young adults who come to see me, I say that if your partner chooses to cheat, that is their choice, and that says everything about them and nothing about you. But if you choose to macam balas balik and cheat to make him feel bad, then that's on you lah.
Dia sama je lah.
Sama je lah. But
no different.
but it's on them, not on you. And so you have to remember that macam Jo kata, it's not infectious, it's not viral. You're not going to, so it's
It's it doesn't run in the blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think itu kita punya perkongsian untuk episod kali ni, curang. So pretty much dah tahu, and benda ni kita tahu dia bukan infectious, bukan wabak. So yang penting kita try to make the best out of every relationship.
And then
Fiza, maybe boleh.
Dan kita minta penonton juga dan untuk komen di bawah ni, di ruang komen kat bawah, untuk bagikan pendapat ataupun berkongsi pengalaman anda. Mungkin Yana ataupun Jo akan join sekali the conversation to share and further the conversation.
And macam mana you handle that situation.
Yes, dan because boleh share, masukkan semua dan info-info mana tahu korang ada experience, personal experience ke, kawan ke, ada apa info menarik, boleh komen dan kita orang nak tahu, nak tahu apa pendapat dan pandangan anda mengenai topik pada hari ini, itu tak Niki. Okay, thank you for Yana dan juga Jo kerana bersama kami pada hari ini dan perkongsian yang sangat menarik. Ada sedikit emotional, Fiza pun tak tahulah, mixed feeling and everything kan. So, but never mind, kita insyaAllah kita akan berjumpa lagi dan
next episode.
Okay, that's
See you
all.
guys.
Bye.
Jangan curang.
Dah tak yang terbaik. Bye-bye.
Bye.